Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. We have a problem. There's a problem in New York, and there's a problem in L.A. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. We have a problem. It's a big one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. We have problems. For years, we failed to address the real problems at Chelsea Football Club. And this has nothing to do only with the new regime. Remember back in the day, Antonio Conte's second season, we had problems because we didn't have a finisher because he decided to get rid of Diego Costa. Mauricio Sarri, the same, we can't score goals. Frank Lampard, we can't score goals. Thomas Tuchel, the same. And then Porra. Everybody that came after that, we are saying the same thing. You know it, the club know it, the owners, the managers, but the problem is not addressed. Back in the day, we used to cry. We don't have a midfielder. We are lacking a DM. We are lacking a DM. We don't do anything about it. So it's not a new situation at Chelsea, but now it's even worse because the team is so young. We don't win anything. Back then, we used to accept and tolerate it because we still win trophies. Against Brighton, we're going to be missing Marc Guehi and also Nicholas Jackson because I don't want to risk him. I don't want to take any kind of risk. The manager said that he could be fit, but why take risk and then lose him for a period of time? So before the press conference, my lineup was Jorgensen, Cucurella, Levi Colwill, Trevor Chalobah, and Reece James. In the middle, the midfield, Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and then number 8, number 10, Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho, Marc Guehi, and Pedro Neto. But now that Marc Guehi is not going to be there, Nicholas Jackson is not going to be there, don't take any risk. Just bring Christopher Nkunku. But I don't want to see him stuck in the box as a number 9. Play him as a false 9 or double 8 or double 10. Do something here. Don't just play him as a number 9 because he is not a number 9. We're putting him there, but the manager can find a setup to cope with the issue without playing him and stuck him in the box. So I made another video. If you want to know all the details about why I chose Chalobah and Levi Colwill instead of Uncle Tosin, you can watch the other video so we don't have to spend all the time here. And when it comes to selections, it's about choices. There is no agenda or anything here. It's about the team that you're going to be playing against. They might be very fast in counter attacks or, you know, one-on-one, who is better than the other. So that my selections always based on some simple common sense. And I say that Chelsea are going to win this game 3-2 away. It's going to be a tough game, a lot of goals, and we have to win it because I want to win this league. So all the details in the other video. We're going to continue now talking about the press conference from Enzo Maresca and some other transfer links in the Chelsea community. And yeah, let's go. Have you noticed that youngsters, I'm not talking only about the academy product, right? Youngsters at Chelsea struggle to break it to the first team. Managers don't like them often because they have to win now and they think if they put a young player, they're not going to perform. And then every time they have an opportunity, the door opens, immediately the door closes because of something evil that will happen. Kalim Hussein-Odoi, after being benched by Mauricio Sarri for like 6 months, and he was better than many players on the pitch. He played only few games. Boom, Achilles injuries. He was out for more than a year. Almost ended his career. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He wasn't that young, like 18, 19, like Kalim Hussein-Odoi. But remember, he was still very young, came to America for a friendly, and then got another Achilles injury that took him out for more than a year. I can go on and on. Jeremy Boga, it was an unfortunate event where he was given a chance to play, and then after a few minutes, we got a red card, and he was subbed. We never saw him again. Like every time they try to shine or have like 90 minutes or have some kind of run of games, it's gonna be something stupid, evil that will happen to just block their way. I don't know what's going on. Are they cursed, or is somebody putting some kind of juju on them? Somebody answered to my post on Twitter saying that Jackson put the juju on Marc Guehi, so Marc Guehi don't take his place. I'm like, how do you do it? How that juju thing works? But anyways, I think it was funny just to say. Armando Broja, he was Liam Delap before Liam Delap. That guy, the way he plays, the way he was bullying defenders, the way he was performing back then is exactly what Liam Delap is doing today. We went to winter camp in Abu Dhabi. Boom, ACL injury. We never heard of him. Out for 1 season, and after that, he became just average, injury prone. So do your research and see this is not a normal situation, man. We need to get to the bottom of this. Okay, after the jokes, let's move on. And Chelsea women actually are going to play against Manchester City in the quarterfinal of the Women Champions League. If we beat them, I think, well, we already beat them in the Women's Super League, which is the Premier League. We beat Manchester City already, so I think we're going to beat them and qualify for the next round. Good luck to the girls. Real Madrid are going to play against Arsenal. Wolfsburg are going to play against Barcelona. The only team that always give us issues is Barcelona. But this season, I just wish to meet them like in the quarterfinal, so we don't have to go to the final and get hurt again. We can just destroy them in the quarterfinals and then get rid of them, and then the rest, I think we can get the job done here. Chelsea are well placed this season. I'm talking French. What's going on here? Plus or place? Anyways, so good luck to the girls. And congratulations to our boss, because she's the manager of the month, January 2025, Sonia Bompasto. This season, she already got like 3 or 4 manager of the month, because she's just awesome. Women team, they are not losing. They haven't lost any game. In the Premier League, they only drew 1 game. Premier League, aka Women Super League, right? So don't get confused here. So I hope, I wish this was for the men team, man. Maybe she will come one day and start coaching the men team or something. Chelsea is still interested in this young man, Nico O'Reilly from Manchester City, and this guy from Sporting Lisbon, Dario Esugo. So Chelsea apparently are going to push very, very hard to get them. Do we really need another midfielder? I don't think so, but I don't make decisions, and we're going to see what's going to happen. We just bought Amougou, right? We have Andrew Santos, Leslie Ugochukwu, and the big boys that we already have in the team. But apparently Chelsea see this guy, Nico as generational, and he's tall, he's dominant, and he's gonna do the job at Chelsea Football Club. But if we got more midfielders next, let's say next summer, we're gonna have to get rid of many, because how many midfielders we're gonna have? Makes no sense in our opinion about paper talks. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. Moving on, Nicholas Jackson has scored 9 goals from 63 shots in the Premier League this season, at a conversion rate of 14.3%, which ranks 35th among 61 players. That is very, very poor though. For a team like Chelsea Football Club, you need somebody who is more clinical. 14% of conversion rate, that is very poor. But I still respect this brother because he works very hard for the team. You gotta see, when he's not on the pitch, you can tell exactly how we struggle with the physicality and other aspect of the game. So Nicholas Jackson is not only a goal scorer, he is a complete, well-rounded player. If he can improve his finishing, this brother is going to be in another level. So Mathis Cunha is gonna go next summer to a big team. Let's be honest. He just signed a contract with the Wolves to keep him until the end of the season and got a release clause of 62 million. Do you think that Chelsea can go for him? According to the Mail Sport, they say that Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspurs, Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest are monitoring the Brazilian international. Very good player. I don't know if this is the profile that Chelsea are looking for. He's very good on scoring goals, bro. But that dominance in the box, that tall, powerful guy, I don't know if he's the guy. It looks like Chelsea mind is a little bit narrowed at the moment. Sesko, Delap, and the rest. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. 62 million for him. 60 million release clause for I think Delap. No, Delap don't have any release clause. I think he's gonna cost about 50 million, and especially if Ipswich go to the championship, they got relegated. And also Gyokeres, Victor Gyokeres, he had a 80 million euros release clause, and apparently that release clause is gonna go down to about 60 million euros. So let me know in the comment section down below if you have to choose between Cunha, Gyokeres, Sesko, and Delap. Who are you going to choose for Chelsea Football Club? So Chelsea believe that Crystal Palace centre-back Marc Guehi will join them instead of Tottenham Hotspurs in summer. There is no even fight here. This guy is from Chelsea Academy through and through. If Chelsea go for him, he's going to come to Chelsea. He's going to be cheap in summer because he's going to have only 1 year left on his contract, and Chelsea got 20% resale value, so they can probably get him for 40 million. I'm just not sure if Chelsea are going to go for him. I think in January, they wanted him more than in summer, because summer, they're going to have more options. They just bought Mamadou Sarr. They have Anselmino. And they've been also linked with some other targets. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. But Marc Guehi to Chelsea, I'm not going to say no. Today press conference was so boring because this lady, this girl, amazing girl, she wasn't there. Shiraz. Okay? So Siraya wasn't in the press conference today, and nobody really asked a good question, because they are all puppet. All the so-called journalists, they are afraid of asking questions that the fans wanna ask. You know, Soraya, she asks the questions that really disturb managers. She asks just like you and me. She is one of us. And today, she wasn't in the press conference. And guess what? The press conference only took place 3 minutes because nobody knew what to ask anymore. They're just asking some BS like pizza, dogs, weather, Donald Trump, instead of like asking real questions. And the way she knows tactical aspect of football is out of this world. So I'm gonna leave you by just playing some of her amazing questions, and I will see you next time.
Well, Cobham is one of the best academies in the world. We've got Josh Achiampong, who's a right back, incredible right back. You've had some issues in the right back area. Is he actually ready to get minutes? Is he ready to be involved in the squad?
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
We've seen two right backs, Reece and Gusto, this season play more, a little bit on the left. Gusto a little bit more. He's been getting into more attacking positions, sometimes even as a 10, taking his shot outside of the box. What's your reasoning and thoughts of him sort of playing this role over a natural left back? And can we expect to see him stay in that role now Reece is back and can play in the right?
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
Captain Reece back in the squad to build fitness. We've seen him be quite varied under you. He's played left wing back, right centre back, inverting. But we've seen some of his best performances in blue when he overlaps as a right back. Now, is this something you still want to utilise with Reece James, or is it the aim to manage his fitness, manage his hamstring and be a bit more adaptable, because it's physically taxing when he's bombing up the right, putting them crosses in?
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
Palmer's best position is a 10. We've also seen him last season produce fantastic output as a right wing inside forward with an overlapping fullback. You already mentioned, you know, in Nkunku, Cole, Felix, they're very similar, and getting that balance is hard. But is it ever a possibility to see Cole back out wide, or is that something you're not interested in?
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
In a few games this season, a tweak in the second half, where Cole Palmer's basically moved to the left half space, maybe kind of switched with Enzo Fernandez. Is this due to him being man-marked? Because I'm interested in your tactical thinking behind this change. What do you want to see Palmer do in that space, or the rest of the team utilise him being there? A lot of the games you've drawn